Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Rebellion. So this is my very first actual recorded video. I am pretty excited because this is a milestone for me. So one thing I want to discuss today is how certain journeys and certain lightspeed bundles affect farms. For example, I got thinking the other day. I decided to try the Aphra journey because I know that the Hondo mission is purely RNG, which can be a lot. And it got me thinking, when you buy a ton of lightspeed bundles, which I have, this is speaking from experience, but when you buy a lot of lightspeed bundles and you actually start finishing your farms, which could take a while to do, but when you actually start buying them and you start to see all the finished characters come into the game, when you get General Skywalker, when you get Grand Inquisitor, when you're trying to get Aphra, and so on and so forth, Jabba, all the GLs, you have all these Zetas that you need to apply to all these teams. And as you could see right here, you just have so much, and Gas is sitting with 0 Zetas. Grand Inquisitor, 0 Zetas. Rey, 0 Zetas. I just put the one that I got this morning on Master Qui-Gon to finish that team, so that way I could at least start getting the Relic 7 returns, which I always tell everybody, you need to get these guys to Relic 9. I know it's a bad example because mine are not at Relic 9, but they are getting there. I just put the Zeta on Master Qui-Gon. I have to get Embo up to Relic 8 for my guild, and then I'm going to be getting them up to 9 and getting the requirements that I need for Lord Vader so I could get him, which isn't a whole lot. I have to get Count Dooku to 8. I have to get Padme to 8. I have to get Gas up to 8, and then I have to get the ARC Trooper up to 8. It's a lot of Relic 8s. That's going to cost me a lot of Relic material. So getting Master Qui-Gon and Padawan Obi-Wan to Relic 9 first tells me that that's gonna help return, maybe not immediately, but getting them to Relic 9 and getting that ability to get that income from their assault battles is gonna be huge in my way forward to Vader. But when you have all these things, like, it's gonna take me a while to get 4 Zetas on Gas. Grand Inquisitor has a couple. Darkside Rey. I have to get Jedi Knight Cal Kestis up for my guild too. I have all these things. So what do? What I did was, to get Grand Inquisitor, I suffered for hours. It literally took me about 6 hours one night to get to the mall event on Grand Inquisitor. And then the next night it took me another 2 hours just to unlock Grand Inquisitor. The Gas battle, I just wanted to... That was a whole thing because I did it without Zetas and very, very minimal mods and not a whole lot of relics on them. So I suffered through that. But I managed to do it. So last night I did a couple battles to try to see if I could get that same luck with Hondo. And this is my issue with CG, is a lot of these could require some skill. But when it comes to that Hondo event, and they've gotten to the point where it's all purely RNG, like with Grand Inquisitor, you had to get lucky. Even with the right characters, the right relics, and the right mods, it still requires some luck. in the Hondo event, you have to have the same. You have to have a lot of the same mods. You have to have a lot of certain ones, and you need to have that second Zeta. So that is a Zeta that you need to put on it. And if you're buying a ton of Lightspeed bundles, you're obviously gonna probably going to... Sorry, it's been a long day. It's 9:30 at night, and I taught all day and led Girl Scouts, so my mind's a little gone right now. But if you're a heavy Lightspeed bundle purchaser, and you are thinking of, do I go for Jabba or do I go for Dr. Aphra? The easy answer to that is you go for Jabba. Hands down, I don't think any player, unless you're having like a play around account, you're going for Jabba. So a lot of these could be an issue if you're purchasing a lot of Lightspeed bundles, because obviously the Lightspeed bundle, the whole point of that Lightspeed bundle is to speed up the farm. Whereas if you're speeding it up so much with so many eggs in a bunch of baskets, you're left with this. You're left with your gas not done, your Grand Inquisitor not done, and they're just sitting there. But at least the farm's done. I will say that. At least that farm is done. But obviously, gas will drive your roster. Gas is the key to Lord Vader. Getting him pushes that. Grand Inquisitor is your key to Reva. A huge, huge character that will get you a lot. So all these people are needed. And then you have your other characters and bundles that are really nice and needed too, like Starkiller. He is a great counter to a lot of things, but he isn't the gateway to anything else. Starkiller is that. It's just Starkiller. Same with, Jedi Knight Karl Casey is a little different because he has the rote planet, so there is a little bit of return out of him. But when it comes to Dr. Aphra, she does have her planet, but her missions, but that's it. She's just in that Starkiller boat where that's the be-all end-all is Dr. Aphra. She has her mission in rote, but that's where it ends. Is right there. So if you're gonna sink all these Zetas into one thing or another, you're gonna want them on gas before you want them on Hondo. Although Hondo is a really good character, and we'll have to see how it plays out with the new raid coming. Obviously, that might sway you to put a Zeta on him down the road. As soon as we see what the pirate faction is like down the road, you're not just gonna put a relic on Hondo when you have all these that take priority. So this was my big issue, is GI I managed to beat. But Dr. Aphra here, with, these are my Jabba mods. I don't have the right mods for them, but I went for speed and a ton of health and a lot of protection, and I really tried to get as much tenacity and potency on him as I could. But without having this Zeta, a lot of the debuffs aren't going to be sticking, so that's an issue. So I'll show you a couple times, but as you can see, I know you want to go for over here first. You always want to go for... I prefer to go for Greedo, but without that speed down that he gets from that, without all those debuffs, putting them down to enemies gain 25 buffs till the start of Hondo's second turn. Enemies gain 25 buffs or Hondo is defeated, and remove it for all other enemies. Whenever a captive expires, Hondo gains 10 stacks of ransom, and it's not dispellable. And characters with captive, which is an automatic hit, it can't be copied, dispelled, or evaded. Speed goes to 0, they can't take bonus turns, and they can't get turn meter. So until enemies get 25 buffs, Hondo is defeated. Or it's just a lot, and you could take out one of those characters with that move. So that one in this is going to be big. Because I spent 2 hours doing this last night. I can get lucky here and there, but by turn like 2, I'm generally dead. Like, I was brain dead just hitting it last night. Oh, see, brain dead. I think that's the most turns I've had. Again, so you could see the RNG and how many turns I could even get, and even in what I'm getting, the RNG is substantial in just that alone. I have gotten to the point where I've got through that first initial onslaught here without taking any damage, but by then I'm gone. So Aphra, unfortunately, is one of those characters that you're not going to get away with getting lucky and hoping the RNG is going to save you. I'm sure there are people who have done it, and maybe I will do a live at some point and just do this repeatedly and just suffer for hours on end and maybe get the character, maybe get that win, but I have so much going on right now on my account that this just doesn't, it's not something that I would recommend to people. I feel that you would be better putting your resources in other places. But there you have it, folks. Please remember to like and subscribe. This is going to be a milestone for me as my first video, and I'm hoping that we could get the channel to reach brand new heights. My goal right now is I at least want to get 100 subscribers. That is my first goal. If I could do that, that would be huge. So please like and subscribe. And I can't tell you how much it means to me to be streaming. And I really appreciate all the support that I've gotten from this community. Thank you all. You all are amazing. And I hope that we can grow the channel and we can reach many, many people and help many people. Rebellions are built on hope. Have a great night.